just scoring out of 10. Then we will rank everyone till we rank off you all. It's the show that's despised by all. Oh, what you gonna do when the top Grumps rank all over you? Top Grumps! Top Grumps! Rank me hard!
Hi, welcome to Top Grumps for our end of year special. The show where we take your favourite characters, rank them, and turn them into a weird card game and talk nonsense as we go. I'm Lee, one of your hosts, and as usual, we're joined by our other host, Kris. Hi, Kris.
All right.
Right. And today we've got a very, very special guest. We've got the man who said he would never come on our show, the cult leader himself, Paul of Nerdy Up North.
If people can see this or watching this, please reach out to the authorities. I am held hostage at gunpoint. I don't know why I went to gunpoint, but Lee said it would be nice. But yeah.
I'm going to post-edit this and just add in our messages just saying, yes, I would love to come on this episode, guys.
Did I say that? Did I say I would love to come on the episode? I think it was more like, no. Then you were like, oh, please, we're doing Grandpa Joe. I was like, all right then.
Yeah,
I think you come at us with the nostalgia with Willy Wonka. Like I say, it was almost like I had got the golden ticket. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah, there wasn't any nice like messages saying like, oh, I would love to come on. It was just like, oh, we're doing Grandpa Joe, and you're like, I might do it. And then we're messaging you like, oh, you're coming in tonight. I'll see. I might be free.
So I was just going to say, messaging Paul, are you still ready for the call tonight? Maybe. Doesn't elaborate.
But I've got to keep you on your toes. Like I say, if I show too keen, you'll get like used to it and expect more from us. And I think that is a dangerous ground to be on with you two. If you start having expectations, I'll be quite scared.
But seriously though, I am really glad that you came on. Thank you so much for coming on. Please don't leave yet.
What the fuck are you after? What are you after?
No, like we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You gave us this opportunity to start this show.
No, I gave you this opportunity to shut the fuck up. That was the difference.
But we haven't been on the actual normal podcast as much, and I think, was that the reasoning behind it? Was it like, oh, if I just give them their own show, they'll stop coming on and bothering us on a Sunday?
No, I think like you got a bit of behind the scene knowledge. Like I've always wanted people to come on the Sunday podcast. It's the evil person who's in charge, Sammy, who doesn't want people on. She's very like, no, I don't like people. I only want to speak to Paul. She's very protective, and it's quite scary. And this is facts. But don't worry, Sammy wouldn't watch this, so she wouldn't even know what's going on.
Well, we'll
know if that's true from your New Year's Eve episode. If there's a guest on there, we'll know that you're not telling the truth, Paul. But if it's just used to, then we'll know that you're speaking facts.
But like I say, when we were sorting out the New Year's, you were there. I went to Sammy. I went, "Do you want to have other people on?" And she went, "No." So you were actually a part of that conversation.
Well, we had Sammy on last week, and like I said on Sunday's podcast, the Office podcast, that was my favourite episode that we've done so far.
So, which one, the Office podcast or the episode of Top Grumps?
My favourite episode of Top Grumps that we've had is the one with Sammy on for Krampus. Like, it was so much fun.
About a Christmas demon, like, and that you got excited about.
So here's your challenge to make sure this episode is better than Sammy's episode.
My challenge is to make sure this episode is under 10 minutes. So get on with it.
Oh, we're already 4 minutes in.
Right. Get the ranking done, boys. You've got 6 minutes left. The timer's kicking down.
Okay. So,
it's not soggy biscuit, man.
Welcome to the danger zone.
So, Kris, do you want to introduce who we are going to be ranking off today?
Yes, we're doing a horrible villain of a character. He might be the worst character that we've ever covered. It is Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka, the 70s Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Do you know,
Yes.
when we decided to do this, it was like, oh, get in, I'm going to be able to take the piss out of him loads like we normally do. But after watching it, I forgot how much I love this film and how emotional like everything is. Like, I don't remember the last time I ever came close to crying watching something. But when Charlie opens that ticket, it's just the feelings come out.
This movie is magic. I think it's surprising that Roald Dahl didn't actually like it, and he hated the casting of Gene Wilder and everything about it. But it's I think I mentioned before, it is pure nostalgia. Like can't help but think of being back watching this as a child. They used to be on either bank holiday or Easter weekend type thing, and it's just basically every childhood fantasy of going into this crazy wacky like chocolate factory where all your dreams and nightmares could come true. It's just perfect. It's one of the best films, and surprising for you, Lee, it is a musical. So
I mean, it's not a full-on musical. It's not like just people like fully breaking out into dance. Apart from the Oompa Loompas,
the breakout in song all time. Cheer up, Charlie. Give us a smile. What happened to that child I used to know?
I think they deal with the song parts a little bit differently, where they fit in a lot better than most musicals fit in their songs.
So you just like things fitting in properly? Is that what the problem is?
I've always had that problem. But no, I grew up on this film. This is my mum's favourite film of all time. For our 40th birthday, she had a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory themed party. And we were all meant to dress up as characters from the movie. She was going to dress up as Willy Wonka. People were going to dress up as the characters from it. And everyone came to the party. Nobody had dressed up. And then me auntie and uncle showed up dressed as Oompa Loompas. Like full on like orange face, green hair and everything. And they were the only two. And they just walked around the corner and were like, oh, fuck.
Just a shout out to Lee's mum. Hi, Lee's mum.
Sorry, Mum. I don't think she'll never watch any of these, I hope. I don't want to see, but I'm really like...
I'll send her it privately, don't worry.
Right, I'll get the card screen up, and we've got Grandpa Joe there.
There's the lazy bastard's face. Look at him. Fucking his mum, poor Charlie's mum, working to get that cabbage broth, and he's just sitting there and doing fuck all for how many years? It was probably about 20 years. 20. The lazy bastard.
That cabbage.
One sniff of that gross. Ticket and he's up.
Yeah. So I never thought my life could be. No, I'm not going to start singing.
Right. Before we start, Kris, have we got a sponsor for today?
Yes, we do.
It's not anyone as good as Udi, because Paul has been sponsored by Udi now. Got his free Udi there. The Pizza Wizard.
The Pizza Wizard. I look like a Pizza Wizard. Remember, use the code Paul57676. Paul57676.
Well, actually, if you use the code TopGrumps57676, you can get how much percentage do you get off Udi? 15. It's 15, isn't it?
It is 15%, yeah.
Yeah, well, you get 16% off our sponsor, and today it's actually a board game creator, right. And they've come out with a new board game.
It's not Donna, is it?
No, not. They contacted us straight away because they thought we would fit very well with this product. And if you'd like to show the advert, please.
Right.
Please.
I've loaded a lot of stuff in today, so I'm hoping this actually works and you can hear it.
From the company that gave you
Oh, we can't hear it.
Big Bev's Grundle Pads. It's Nutstrap. Fun for all the family.
Oh, Jesus.
Invite the local ginger cat over so you can play instead of looking after your kids. Spin the thing, kick the boot, do the ball thing, and then catch the nonce.
Me nonsense days are over.
Comes in both hours and candy. Each nonce is sold separately.
So could you not hear any of that there?
No. Yeah,
We'll send you it at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, thank you for that elusive sponsorship, non-strap.
Paul, you were actually our first ever sponsor with, there we are, Paul's Hot Dogs.
Oh,
Hey.
The
hot dogs,
first
yeah.
sponsor we had on this show.
I don't know what's worse, Paul's hot dogs or non-strap. Yeah, wow. Oh, God.
Well, it's the
I
first
could
time
see
you've
the
had,
regret in your eye.
the first time the Nerdy Up North YouTube channel will have had Gary Glitter.
Not the first time he's
making
been
an
mentioned, I
appearance.
don't think.
No.
I think he's probably been mentioned
No.
before. But yeah. Oh.
Right.
Wow, what's going to come up next? Harold Shipman. And his cold medicine. That's for next week, is it?
Harold Shipman boxing gloves. Get that lethal jab.
Oh.
Oh dear. I feel me bald spot there as well. I was worse than Chris, but yeah.
What? How did I get catch strays there?
Right.
I don't know. What have I done? What have I become? Yeah. Where's the fucking golden ticket now?
We'll jump onto the card and we'll start ranking these off. So, we'll start off with strength as usual. And we always let the guest go first. So, Paul, would you like to start? And what would you rank Grandpa Joe on strength?
I would give him. What can you go to 0?
Yeah.
Or there has to be a number?
Do what you want.
Yeah.
All right.
We have no rules here.
I'm going to go 0 because he's got absolutely 0 strength because it took him like 20 years to get out of bed and he was being pissing in a pot in that bed with 3 other people. Well, 4 other people in total. Well, 4 people in total in one bed. The smell. Oh, sorry, the smell. But yeah, literally he is weak as piss. He can't even save Charlie when they've been drinking fizzy Lifton drink. Is it fizzy Lifton? Oh, what?
Yeah, the
can't
fizzy
remember.
lifting drink, yeah.
Yeah, and they're flying up, and he's going, Grandpa, and he's like, Charlie, Grandpa. It's like, no. It's like if you had any strength, you would have pulled away from that fan because it's only air. Like surely you could just swim away from the fan. But yeah, 0 for strength for me.
Well, if you are ever worried about being in a bed with 4 people and having the stink of piss going all over that bed, don't forget Jimmy's old piss jugs from our back in the day for one of our other sponsors that we used to have. So don't forget to get your Jimmy's old piss jugs. Chris, what are you going to rank them on strength?
Well, I've actually got a picture to go with mine. Because I got that angry, I had to Photoshop.
Right.
I don't know if you want to put it on now. That is a potential Grandpa Joe because you cannot trust him as far as you can fucking throw him. Because I've put him as a 1, right, or a 0. I'll go the same. I can touch tips if you want. If not, I'll go 1. But we don't actually know because you cannot trust a word he says. He says he's been in that bed for 20 years, right? He went out and bought that chocolate bar for Charlie, didn't he? Out of his backy money that his grandson bought for him, supplied for him. So what else is he doing on the night?
Yeah.
You don't know. He could be weight training.
Sneaking
He could
out
be
of the gym.
training, sneaking out of the gym. He could be strangling people around Scranton. You don't know. He's just that type of bloke.
Maybe he was caught in the non-strap.
Maybe's.
Or if anybody in this film has been caught in a nonce trap, it would be the candy shop owner.
Yeah.
Like, what a creepy guy. And how is he in business?
Wormsworth, he had a noncy vibe. Like,
He
chasing
did.
kids, Slugworth, sorry. He was chasing kids in alleys and way and saying, hey, come here and get me an everlasting gobstopper. I bet he wanted an everlasting gobstopper, the filthy animal.
Well, that candy shop owner, like, he's just giving sweets away to all the kids and drinks, and it's like, how can you afford to do this? Unless
the candy man can.
unless he's luring the kids in with this and he's got a human trafficking ring going on.
Right.
That's the only explanation.
So is this Roald Dahl trying to like divulge the candy industry as really like not as fruitful as it makes out, and that really it's there for child trafficking offences?
Well, I don't trust everything that Roald Dahl writes. There's some creepy stuff in there, like the wallpaper, the snozberries. The one I've read that.
Tell me when you've been pissed, you haven't licked some wallpaper. You look the sort that you'll have your face in any type of wallpaper that you would walk around, Lee. I'm sorry.
I've probably licked worse things than wallpaper. I can't think. I don't know what I do
you
when I'm
say
drunk.
them things about Bex. I'm not having you say them things about Bex on this one.
But snozberries, I think they've only been mentioned in one other Roald Dahl book, and there's a line which it's like, she pulled out his giant snozberry and put it in her mouth, and it's like, so a snozberry is a dick, and then there's these people licking the snozberry flavoured wallpaper. What are you doing, Roald Dahl?
Apparently it tastes like lychee.
That's what she said.
Oh, we're talking about snozberries.
So, last for strength, I've gave him a 1.
Right.
Pretty much, like, I'm not going to give him a 0 because he has managed to get out of bed despite having muscular atrophy. I'll do the tip touch.
Touching tips.
But yeah,
I'm not involved in the tip touch.
he's got to have muscular atrophy from not getting out of bed in 20 years. Pretty much like an astronaut coming back from space and the muscles being absolutely knackered. And just, yeah, he's laying in that gross, awful bed. And how bad must that mattress be? Like, that mattress must be so bad that it could get taken by Big Trev's Second-Hand Mattress Emporium for all your second-hand mattress needs. So there's just another little flashback for the end of year special, just reminding everyone of all the great people we've worked with.
Poor Big Trev. Poor Big Trev.
He's doing well for himself.
He really is. He's got like 10
Is that what Molly's getting for Christmas? A second-hand mattress from Big Trev?
Mate, I'm not saying. Oh no, this is coming out after Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, so she'll probably know.
Oh yeah, well she'll be able to smell it by now. But
Right.
yeah, that's what she's getting.
Old Grandpa Joe's old mattress. Trapped farts for the last 20 years. Wouldn't like a Dutch oven in that bastard.
It'll be like on the Mummy, do you know, when they open the tomb and them kids get.
Next up, we've got stamina. I don't see how the scores are going to be any different for this, but we're moving along to you, Chris. What have we got for stamina?
I've also got a picture to go with this one. Yes. I think the picture of the GIF speaks for itself, and I'm giving him a 1.
Seems to be getting stuck in there. He doesn't want to let go of that wallpaper.
Have you noticed that everyone else just takes a little lick and he's proper motting it out?
He's taking lessons from your grandfather in the community home there, Chris. Now he's been pimping it out.
Well, that's not actually on a loop. That's just footage.
That's just actual footage, constant going. It's like he's not even coming up for breath or anything now. He's like, yeah, I'm in the zone. I can't. I think he's doing the tornado tongue twister as well.
This is why Charlie's mum's so happy despite being poor.
What? Because her dad mots her out.
Moving on. I've also...
Actually, Lee, from a comment like that, good thing we were previously sponsored by Big Trev Solicitors.
Big Trev Solicitors. Big Trev Solicitors, call now or I'll bash you.
Just in case you need any legal representation from offhand comments about.
Just add the word apparently afterwards, and you're safe. Apparently.
Oh, I see you've called them before.
Yes. It's not my first time insulting a celebrity. Fuck them Scientology bitches.
Oh, don't get Top Grumps taken down, man. That's the only reason you've came on, isn't it?
To invade and take over.
Sabotage. So I've also gave him a 1 for stamina because he has just lay in bed for 20 years and smoked non-stop. So
I'm gonna flip the script on you here.
yeah,
I'm gonna give him a 9 for stamina, because when he got out of bed, he had some moves that I would be knackered within 5 seconds. He was flying about, singing with Charlie, I've got a golden ticket. And all the other old cronies were like, what's he doing? And he did his little Frankenstein walk where he pretended his legs didn't work. And he was like, Charlie, get me my hat. It's like, it's all of a sudden his hat became magical and he was like, he's dancing around with his scarf and everything. So I'm going to give him a 9 because for an old coot, he was flying about. He was doing more than I could do these days.
Fucking benefit fraud.
Yes, exactly.
So 9. Right. Well, next up then we're going on to reliability.
Oh,
I'm giving him an 11 for this because there is a chance it's benefit fraud. There's a chance that he is actually just been bedridden for 20 years. But when
is
Charlie
this Spinal Tap all of a sudden saying 11 now?
it's always been out of 11.
Oh,
Just because Jake had that whole you shouldn't be ranking out of this. That's a weird number. Do it out of 5. This isn't a just eat rating system.
You can't have a 0.24.
Oh, we do have points in between as well, so
yeah.
it's not even just out of 11. It's like a 1,000 point rating system or something. When Charlie comes home and opens that golden ticket and shows him it, and he's like, I really want you to come with his grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
He gets out of bed, and it doesn't matter that he's been crippled for 20 years. He gets up, and he takes Charlie to the chocolate factory. And that's reliable. He's there when he needs him.
I've got a question that I want to ask about the reliability of not just him, but all of the grandparents. Like, they've all been in the bed for 20 years. Like, what happened to that family where not just one grandfather, 2 grandfathers and 2 grandmothers were stuck in the same bed for 20 years? What kind of shit show are they living in? What kind of world is where old people aren't treated like human beings? They're just bedridden idiots.
I know the answer to this one. And if you put that GIF back up, it'll be self-explanatory.
I was just about to say that must have been some orgy for them to just not get out of that bed for 20 years.
Right.
It's just the tongue punch in the gut.
All 4 of them just under bed saying, no, like, it was too much. I've licked so much that my legs have give way.
I kind of feel me legs, Joe.
I fucked me back because my neck's went all crooked because my head's stuck.
I gives you pip. PIP.
So what was your score, Paul?
What one? Which one we're talking about now?
Reliability.
Reliability. Integrity. Reliability. I just want to cause mayhem now for you. I want to say 1.9 thousand.
I mean, that's fine. We'll get it in. It's fine.
That's what she said. Yeah. But yeah, just for reliability, he's not been there for his family, and he gets a hot ticket to an event that's once in a lifetime. That's not very reliable. You wouldn't say, I need to get some tea this week. I can rely on Grandpa Joe to get the beans to get us the tea. Or shit, I need I've crapped myself again. I need new pants. Grandpa Joe's not going to be there to provide new pants, is he?
No. Oh, actually, I did read that the reason Grandpa Joe is bedridden is because he injured his leg during the Great War.
What Great War? Which one?
It must have been World War II, I think. Was it, if this is set in the 70s?
The Great War was World War One.
Or maybe World War One then. I don't actually know. But he injured it in the war. So
He was never in war. Look at the state. Look at his tash. Like say, like that type of tash. He might have been in the war, but he might have been on the wrong side.
I suppose.
It was filmed in Germany.
He was a synthesizer. He was hidden away. He went to Argentina for a little bit and came back. We're there. Let's if we had Photoshop skills now, could we give Grandpa Joe a side pattern? Because he does have a little bit of resemblance to an Austrian that went missing around that time.
Does he have any dents in his forehead from attempted things?
Oh no.
Now we've realised what kind of arsehole we're dealing with now. Grandpa Joe. He's not really Grandpa Joe. He's a Graham lookalike.
I was just gonna say, oh, is he Grandpa Joseph Mengele?
Joseph Butler.
I'm not going to start doing hand signals. No.
Oh, Bex has already done that on the Twitch.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Chris, I think I've broken Chris.
Oh, I put my hands in my pockets so I don't do anything.
We've got you next for reliability.
That's why you're on a list, Chris. You're on the list for that. Stop it.
So, Chris, your picture's coming up. Reliability.
Oh yeah, right. I've voted. Well, I've put this bloke down for reliability 0. Right. See all them people there? There's 1, 2, 3, plus his daughter who's working her hands to the bone, and his grandson who was supplying him with his backy money from his paper round while he's doing fuck all besides tongue punching people and sitting in his shitty mattress.
Planning World War 3.
Yeah, he could just, if he's just got a gammy leg, get a wheelchair, make one out of milk crates or something.
Exactly. You should know, with you being pancreas light, that disabilities doesn't stop you from doing stuff, does it, Chris?
Exactly. He could very easily be like cannon fodder or something, or like dog food tester, anything. He could be an Oompa Loompa.
Yep.
He could do whatever he could.
He could give handies on the street corner.
Yeah.
To the
When he-
sailors.
When he gets out of bed, he does say, "Oh, get us me cane." So if he's got a
Yeah.
cane, he must be using it or have used it at some point.
Yeah.
So that fucker has been out.
That's when Charlie
Yeah,
talks
and-
back to him. That's when he uses the cane. He's like, "You little shit, bend over now."
Have you not seen it where he gets Charlie the chocolate bar and he gets it from under his pillow? Where did he get that from? He went out and got it, didn't he?
He could have.
Slide.
And I can't remember if this is a later picture, but if you notice his pinky nail fingernails,
No.
he's proper coke nails.
You see,
he's
he's
got
Grandpa
just his-
Joe's a cokehead now as well.
That's why they're all skint. He's taking all their PIP money and the grocery money. He's like, oh, I can only afford cabbages this week. Sorry, family that's disabled and whatever. Sorry, grandchild and daughter who's working her hands to the bone. While he's just in the corner,
Doing the sniff.
licking the wallpaper.
Maybe the chocolate factory wasn't real. This is just Grandpa Joe's coked up fantasy. It's like he went on one bender too many, and like it's like Charlie come in, and went, Grandpa, here's my chocolate bar. And he's like, you've got a golden ticket, Charlie. And Charlie's like, what the fuck's going on? Grandpa's went crazy. He's running around.
He's like, Charlie, I need this to forget the voices from the
Actually,
camps.
Charlie's not real. Charlie's not real. That's the name for the cocaine.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's one last thing about the reliability, right, that I want to mention. At the end, do you know when he fucks it all up for Charlie and that, by nicking that pop and floating around and damaging his ceiling, blah blah blah. Do you know when he shouts at Willy Wonka and comes out? He says, "I'm gonna give Slughorn that everlasting gobstopper."
Yeah.
So he would have fucked him up even further, just because he's a little arsehole.
Yep. So he would have given Slughorn the best everlasting gobstopper he's ever had.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't
All
lose
for
his
it.
flavour.
All for that hit of cocaine there, Joe.
Oh god. Right.
Yeah. I'm having to stop myself now for being too offensive.
This is.
Sorry,
I have to deal with this every week. Right. So next up, then we've got intelligence. We're back around to you, Paul. So what would you want for that?
And a 9.7869
Oh, 69.
because he is a clever fucker. Like say, anybody can chill out and not do anything for 20 years, then get out of bed and convince everyone that he's miraculously can walk again and get this adventure of a lifetime, and then manage to kick off with Willy Wonka enough that he gives Charlie the factory. So his master plan, shall we say, no, stop it.
Final solution.
Solution to get what he wanted or get what he wanted for Charlie, kind of worked out. Like if he planned this, he is basically Kaiser Soze.
Oh, fair enough.
It's like all we needed afterwards was Charlie flying that magical elevator that can go everywhere, the Wonkavator, and then all we needed was Grandpa Joe walking along the street with the limp with his cane, then suddenly drop his cane, then his limp start going, then he starts strutting his stuff, pulled out as I said, instead of a cigarette, pulled out a wob of coke, took a swig and got in the car, and it's like the greatest trick that Joe ever did was trick everyone that it was Grandpa Joe.
Is this like Doofy at the end of Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about yourself, Chris, for intelligence?
Oh, there is. Yeah, I've got a photo for this one as well.
Yep, there we go.
That's just showing his little cork fingers. If you notice the pinky ones,
Right, okay.
Yes.
look at these pinky nails.
Right.
I'll just let that sink in for a second. But I've already said that other point. I've got him down for intelligence as 4 because he's a sly little bastard. Because he's convinced his whole family, his daughter, his grandchildren, the DWP, everyone, that he's a bed-bound old man. He can't go out and earn his way, blah, blah, blah. But we know
Clearly,
for a
it needs to be more than 4 because that takes a lot of work to get that like that sinister conniving in there. So
But
4 is a bit
yeah,
lower.
I suppose. But I'm saying 4 because if he was truly intelligent, he wouldn't be sat in a bed full of shit.
Maybe might be one of them fetishes. You never know. That might be the thing. That could be his kink. I like say I've got some stories about a friend I grew up with about shit that you don't want us to tell on here.
Grandpa Joe the Scat Man.
Beep,
The-
bada, bada, bum.
I've just remembered as well. He tops and tails, so he could add a foot thing as well.
Yeah. Like,
So
every time Charlie looks away, he's like licking someone's toe.
Oh.
I'll
just-
bump him up to a 5 then.
Is this going to be the Nerdy Up North crew when we're all topping and tailing in a bed, sucking each other's feet?
I'll just be dead by then, please. Just yeah. I'm happy to die.
It's Donna's plan, not mine.
I kind of stopped looking at his fingers now.
Mine, I've given him a 9 for intelligence
Right.
because he must have been doing something other than just lying in his own shit and other people's shit while he's in the bed. Like, have they got a telly?
No.
Or is it just newspapers and stuff? Well,
And the radio. They have the radio, don't they?
but it seems like he does have like some useless knowledge that he like does pass on to Charlie. When I was going to say Bruce Bogtrotter, what's he called? Augustus Gloop is stuck in the tube, and he's like, Charlie, do you remember when you asked me how a bullet came out of a gun? And pretty much just like that. So he does have some intelligence about him. And
Right.
that's my only reasoning for really giving him a 9.
He's one of them things you can say. He's old. He has knowledge. He's wisdom.
Yeah.
He's a complete cunt. But he just basically, as I said, I think he's really intelligent because he gets away with so much, and nothing really he doesn't ever get comeuppance. No one ever says you're a twat. Like we're calling them out now, but no one ever called him that.
Yeah. Too distracted by the golden ticket, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They've all got the eyes on the prize. They don't.
They don't see the old coot
He's too
walking
cool
around
to care.
with his dodgy cane and his corked up fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you going to say? Sorry, Chris.
No, sorry, it's something for later on.
Next up, we've got intimidation. We're back round to you, Chris. What's going on here?
Right. So, I've give him a 1, right? Only if you're a woman. To 0 if you're a man, because this scene right here is the mother of that's Mrs. TV, and this is in it from a scene where he quite blatantly just feels her up. So he's obviously a predator as well. I can't remember the exact scene, but I'm sure the lights go out and she's like, "Someone's touching me," and he's just like, "Oh, I've been caught."
And he does like some kind of feral like hand movement.
Yeah. So I'm just innocent old Joe.
Let me look at those feet.
I could feel a tongue punch in the back of my neck.
I bet he's got a dry tongue though as well. There's no moisture there.
Oh, well, like a smooth cat's tongue.
Yeah. Like,
Oh god. I've only gave him a 1. I haven't got any reason behind this other than just he's an old man and he's just got that pervy mustache on as well, and it's like there's nothing intimidating about him, unless you're like a 5-year-old. Like,
I'll tell you what, if he was in Austria, Germany, you would find him intimidation. Like when he starts giving these speeches again. I'll give him 1 as well, because when you look at him, he's the least intimidating person in that room altogether. You get like say Mike TV's mum, who just looks like a feral beast. You get Veruca Salt's father, who's just a fat mess of a human being. You get Violet's dad, who's just a kiss-ass piece of shit. You get Augustus Group's mum, who's a bit of a MILF, like, let's be honest, who wouldn't want a piece of that chocolate. Just saying. And then we get Nancy Willy Wonka. So yeah, like I say, I think Grandpa Joe is probably the most unassuming of the rabble that's there.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't
agree
argue
with
with
that.
anything for that.
Yeah.
And that's what did you say, 1 for yours?
1, so we all got 1. So
Right.
shall I'll do it, boys. Don't worry.
God. Yes.
Touching tips.
Touch. Oh, thank you so much. That was really enjoyable for me. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I can still
You notice
do
a weird smell on your finger now.
I'm not sniffing my finger.
Oh, don't put your finger up like that after talking about Austria.
Oh dear.
Next,
Oh.
last one for a proper rank is HP. Who were we round to? Who did we do last? Was it you, Chris?
I think it's you now.
Me
Yeah.
first. I've only given him a 10 for HP, and that's being generous, because isn't he like 90-year-old or something? I'm sure in the books he's 90, but I think the guy that plays him is only like 60 or something. Plus smoking his whole life, and giving up smoking when you're 90 isn't going to do anything. Like, you heard at the end.
It's a different way. Look, as you said, you could give him HP on how he is now, because he's a frail, broken old man, or the fact that he's lived his life through the thing and managed to win Willy Wonka. So in an end, his HP can be quite strong, because he's quite resilient, because he survived the fizzy lifting drink. He survived the boat ride from hell. He didn't fall into any traps. He licked the wallpaper for half an hour and didn't have any side effects from that. He chewed on some weird sweets that were growing in a garden. So I think he's got, because to be honest, like the amount of shit he ate, especially how old he was, he should have had the shits. He should have shit his life away and died. But he kind of survived.
Yeah, I did have like one of them things in my notes as well about this is the main reason that I've given 10 to be generous, is because he has been putting weird chemicals in his body, like the fizzy lifting drinks. Like Wonka's like, oh no, nobody can drink this, it's not really been tested properly yet, and he's just like, fuck it, I'm going to drink it, and he's absolutely fine. So he does have some resilience, and he has all of these weird sweets. Speaking of weird sweets, back to our old sponsor, Big Trev's Gummy Bears.
Hey.
Gummy Bears.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I've still got the
I need some gummy bears.
Oh, to be fair, I did enjoy all the free samples that they sent our way.
Was it salty?
Yeah.
Sweet.
We need a drink sponsor next, just because I was a bit dehydrated after all that salt.
Oh god, that if we do a drink, that's going to be worrying.
Donna's juice.
Oh no. Oh, sorry, Donna.
Paul's back quarter.
So what were your scores for HP 10? No, mine's a 10. What were your scores for HP, Paul?
I'm gonna go 25.
25. Wow.
Or 25.
That
Just 'cause
90-year-old man has a 25 HP.
Yep, I think, as I said, he's lived through a lot. He's seen some shit. He's done some shit. He's a survivor.
Right.
I think at this point in your life, though, it's very weird. It's like,
But you wouldn't give a fuck at this point in your life. You would, as you said, you would take all the drugs. You would take everything. You've got very little left to experience. So you would put it all on the line. So it would be like, you're either going to live forever or go out in the blaze of glory.
I don't know why you quit smoking then. Like, it's
Just
not
got money.
it's not going to help in any way. I mean, I suppose for the money, but if it's like, oh, this will be better off if I don't smoke, that's like me taking in me Duke for a service. It's like, what's the fucking point? Like, it's not gonna last. It's gonna die.
It's like Chris, stop taking your insulin now. just go for it. Just live life to the fullest. Like, why do you need it? You don't need insulin.
Pancreas aren't even real, man.
If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part.
Oh, it's getting bullied. It's fine. It's fine. Fine.
Paul did say he was going to make you cry this episode, to be fair.
I've been called so many names today, so yeah, I've been nice.
You can't because you triple tip touch us, so you cannot. I'm immune now from crying.
We haven't got a picture for HP. I don't think you sent us one for that, did you?
No, that I didn't.
Right. Well,
What is this picture?
I hate the bloke, and I've given him HP a 1. I hope he dies from a gust of wind or something really shit.
Fucking hell.
I hope he dies from a gust of wind. Like falls over and breaks his hip.
I hope he chokes on a cubby bear.
This episode's been quite dark, to be fair. For one of the most magical movies ever.
Merry Christmas or Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah, it's New Year's Eve today.
Yay, should have put some fireworks or something in the background.
So we've got his strength buffs to come up as well. I think, are we back round to you, Paul, for this? What would be a strength buff for Grandpa Joe?
Strength buff. Come back to us. I'll let Chris go first.
Okay.
Yeah. For his strength for me, I've put when people believe he's bullshit. So when he's around people of low intelligence, it will just take him for his word, who can't see past his old man, old German man from the 40s facade.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Myself, I've just put free food, because staying in bed for 20 years and then it's like, oh, do you want to come and get some free chocolate? Like, as much as you can eat. I need bother. I'll put my clothes on now.
So when he gets free food, it kind of builds them up and gives them extra lives.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about this one. God, I'm trying to think now. Oh, on the spot.
Sorry.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. When he's around cocaine, he goes super grandpa. Just get a bit of Charlie in him.
He imagined that fizzy lifting drink, didn't he?
Yep.
He just flew without it. And then now weaknesses. So Chris, what have you got for weakness?
Not being able to nick everything that's nailed down. Because he just nicks everything. He just nicks some fizzy lifting pop. To his detriment, he's a little tea leaf, isn't he?
I've put benefit fraud investigators. He was on fucking telly as well, man. When they're waiting to go in the factory, there's like news reporters like filming in and stuff, and it's like, you're not even trying here, man. Like, they're gonna catch you.
I'm going to say with similar lines with Lee, I'm going to say the job centre. So, because he's basically stayed in bed for so long, they keep chasing him and trying to get him to go into the job centre. That is one of his weaknesses. When he goes in, he loses all of his powers.
Should have put bed sores for mine.
Bath, shower.
Aye.
When I get washed, I lose my stank and my energy.
And then lastly, to finish up the card, we have Grandpa Joe's finishing move, where we're going to come up with a finishing move from.
The flying toenail.
The flying toenail. Is that your choice, is it?
He comes at you with like his mega toenail or mega nail.
Oh, what's it?
Oh, from
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men. Aye.
Oh, God. I always leave Crystal last. But,
Yeah.
so mine, obviously we know he's got problems of being in bed and he can't get up. So his finishing move I've put as the Leaking Chocolate Factory. Along with, Devon, get the bedpan!
Oh,
His finishing moves IBS.
And then Chris, so
oh. So as usual, I've got two. I've got the PIP punch,
Right.
and the Dole Waller Dick punch.
The Tall Waller Dick Punch.
Yeah. Not as strong. I like Lee's better, to be fair.
and we always let the guest choose which one they want on the card. So you can even pick your own if you want. What
No,
do you
I'm
think?
not going to be that self-servant. I'll go with. I'd like to say after Lee, you win this round. That was a good one.
The Leaking Chocolate Factory. No problem. Right. And that's everything done. So that's been Grandpa Joe.
Hey.
He's all done. And that was the last one of the year.
And Grandpa Joe's sponsorship has come from Adult Nappies for Us. Yes. Because we all know he was wearing them. But yes.
Use code Paul 4578.
Because we all piss and shit ourselves on the Nerdy Up North podcast.
So we need to decide who we're going to be doing next episode. And
Right.
I think we're going to start trying to do things a bit differently. Where
Because the wheel's shit.
Well, me and Chris
No.
both have a wheel each now.
Right.
So I've got my wheel loaded up here. Next episode, Chris will do his. And then potentially after that, we'll just match whoever I get here and whoever Chris gets next episode. We'll be matching them up to fight.
Can I break the rules for you for one night only?
Go on then.
Do you allow it? Because I really want to pick a person that I think Lee would absolutely just love. And for inviting us on, I want to give Lee something special.
All right, yeah.
I think you should do Jack Burton.
Jack Burton. Is that
Big Trouble in
China?
Little China.
Yeah. I think we had him on the list at one point, to be fair.
We did, yeah. I
So-
got that.
Just with you being the action king, I think Jack Burton would be so Lee's street.
I really like Big Trouble in Little China too.
Yeah, so next episode we'll do Jack Burton. I don't even... Do you know what? I'd spend his ages to come up with this, Paul. Right,
That's,
So,
that's what happens when you bring us on. I break all the rules. Nothing goes as planned.
we'll spin
So
the wheel
potent-
next time then.
Potentially next week you could see Lee dressed as the woman in the dress at the airport.
One
No.
with the green eyes.
Yeah, the green eyes.
Oh, shall we get Lee dressed up as Lopan? And get us cancelled completely.
Stop growing your nails now.
Oh, God.
But imagine the graphic you do. You can do you as Lopan, and you get Chris as Shen, and do the fight of the
have you
I like it how you don't
sorry.
cast her as any of the white characters.
I don't see race. I just see amazing talent.
have you got
Sorry, Lee.
Have you got anything left to say, or anything that you would like to say about Grandpa Joe, or anything?
Get a job, you fucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss on your grave because you're probably dead now.
And Paul, this is your YouTube channel that we air this on. So I usually ask
No,
people.
apparently not, though.
Well, no, we are just uploading them to our Top Grumps channel as well, just so that we've got like our back catalogue there, and we can both log into it. But if you want early access a month ahead, you can watch on the Nerdy Up North YouTube. We're not trying to leave Nerdy Up North. We love Nerdy Up North. It's the best. But we usually say to the guest, where can we find you? But Paul,
Fine. You
where
can't.
can we find you?
I'm a mystery. I'm nowhere. I'm everywhere. Nah. If you've watched this, you know what we do.
Yeah.
Get on it.
So it's just a case of subscribe to this, like the video, watch all of the other Nerdy Up North stuff, like the Facebook page, like
Don't
the
watch the
TikTok.
Nerdy Up North. Just watch Top Grumps. That's all you have to do. Watch the Grumps. They need the views. Like the boys do good.
We really do.
Backhanded
need views.
compliments.
And you always like say, "Oh, no, like this isn't 15 minutes. I asked for 15 minutes episodes. This has been 50 minutes so far."
Yeah, cut out all the shit.
No, you're the reason for this episode being so long. Me and Chris would have
Yeah.
had this done within about 12 minutes, wouldn't we, Chris? But
Yeah, like usual.
Paul decided to drag it out. It's all Paul's fault. But yeah, is that everything sorted? Anything else at all?
Happy New Year. Except
Oh.
you, Grandpa Joe.
I forgot
Yep.
about that. It is Happy New Year. So,
Yes. It is New Year. Happy New Year, all you pissheads and friends. But yes, a new year for none, a new year for Top Grumps, a new year for all the Nerdy Up North community. Enjoy and yeah, don't
Yeah.
lick each other's feet.
Do you have any resolutions in the pipe work?
Resolutions. Don't
Yeah.
die.
It's a good one.
Don't be a Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm giving up mountain climbing.
giving up insulin.
Yeah. Oh,
Drink more rum.
I can't. I
No,
can't.
you get told off by Molly. We know
Yeah.
the stories.
Not just that, me. I've got a dodgy liver, haven't I now?
Oh God.
Oh, that should be Chris's New Year's just to survive.
Yeah, pretty much. Be nice.
Right,
Well-
he's not got a closing yet.
Not properly, but thank you everyone for watching. Don't do cocaine. Lick feet. Keep them insulin levels good. Watch Nerdy Up North. Watch everything
Yeah.
that we do. And don't be a grump. Be a top grump. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hey! Happy New Year.